So, man, that's a particular type of Christian who I don't spend that much time arguing with. I'll be honest with you. You're probably better off just praying for them and keeping it pushing. You're not going to change their opinion because this person is basically a hypocrite. Let me explain. Okay. You got some man or woman who grew up in the church all their life. They're a hardcore Christian. They may even be a church leader. Okay. But all of a sudden, they're an atheist now, or they don't believe they don't believe in certain things that mainstream Christians believe, or they think we have to reinterpret the Bible, or the Bible that's old school. It's we that's an old document that doesn't have anything to do with modern day life. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, this person has a son who was named Biff. Okay, Biff is now named Brenda. Okay, Biff has titties. Biff has a shapely behind that look just big and shapely as any woman. Okay. Biff got his wee wee cut off. Okay. And Biff is married to a man now. Okay. That's why this person's opinions changed. Okay. Or you have some guy, his daughter is a lesbian now. She decided she hates men, she don't want a man, whatever. She's a lesbian. She married to a woman. Okay. Oh, well, I've redefined my faith. I've come to a more adult understanding of my faith. And now, whatever, man, or I'm just a flat out atheist, whatever. Here's the thing. Okay. This person was 100% fine with the standard that mainstream Christianity had concerning whatever. Okay. It doesn't have to necessarily be, something with the LGBT community. It could be any sin in the Bible that one of their relatives or close family friends, wants to break now. Okay. So now that somebody who's close to them has decided that, certain things in the Bible don't work for them. Okay. Now this person who was fine with this standard no longer believes in the standard. Case in point, um, you remember that Me Too movement, okay? All these actors was running around backing it up, believe all women, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm not going to say that movement was entirely bad. It wasn't, but you had somebody like Lena Dunham. Okay, she was running around. Oh, I support Me Too. I believe all women. We gotta back all women up. We just gotta believe them. Okay, one of her friends gets accused of sexual misconduct and abuse. Okay, but what does she say? Okay, we got to believe these women, man. We got to believe these women. I believe it 100%. Oh, no. Here's what she says. I think this is a false accusation and, everybody deserves a day in court. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, instead of believe all women, you dismiss what these women say and you say it's a false accusation. Okay. Now this dude deserves his day in court. We shouldn't rush to judgment. Why? Because it's somebody who you're friends with, somebody who's a close personal friend of yours. Okay, doesn't matter if it's a family friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, son, daughter, whatever. Okay, mother, father, whatever. Okay, it's somebody you care about. Okay, see, the standard was fine as long as it was being applied to other people. Now, when it's applied to you or your family, the standard is bad now. Okay, we got the standard wrong. Those type of people are hypocrites, man. I don't even waste my time arguing with them because you don't have a problem with anything the Bible says. It's not what the Bible says. It's not our interpretation of the Bible. The problem is the standard is being applied to somebody you care about. See, now that your son is transsexual, okay, or your daughter is gay, or your father, he's bisexual, your mother will, she's whatever she's doing, okay, or whatever Christianity, mainstream Christianity considers a sin, your mother or your family member is doing this, okay. Oh, well, I think we need to look at the Bible differently. We're looking at this wrong. No, 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 no. You don't have no problem with what the Bible says. You are a hypocrite, okay. The standard is not a problem with you as long as the standard is not applied to you or your family members. Okay. And it's not just religion. You have people who do this in the secular world. Okay. They're 100% fine with a law as long as it's applied to somebody else. But the minute that law is applied to them, oh, this is inhuman. We need to rethink this law. This is wrong. We need some more protections here. Yeah, no. You have no problem with that. It's being applied to somebody you care about, you yourself or somebody you care about. But like people like that, when I hear Christians say stuff like that, well, um, my one of my family members has, they're in the LGBTQ community now, and I changed my opinions, and I've redefined my faith, and I've come to a deeper understanding. Now you're a hypocrite. Okay, you're a hypocrite because you changed. You dumped the faith. You dumped Jesus. You dumped the faith because you care more about that family member or that person that you care about, and it has nothing to do with what the Bible says or how mainstream Christians apply it. It's just you don't want it applied to you or your family members. Like I said, people like that, I don't waste all my energy arguing with them, going back and forth about this Bible verse or that Bible verse or the culture or anything, because that person is not going to be swayed by that. That person really is a hypocrite. The only thing you're really going to sway them by is prayer. That's it. So I mean, just my thoughts, man. But I wouldn't waste too much energy talking to those people. Okay, it's a waste of time. They didn't come to some type of epiphany about the gospel. They didn't come to some type of an epiphany about Jesus. They didn't find, they didn't read some rare text that nobody knew about. Nah, okay. They just don't want the rules or standards applied to them. It was good for everybody else, but the minute it's applied to them or their family members, now the standard is wrong. Okay, yeah. If you think you can convince these people using the Bible or logical arguments, you pulling a Jedi mind trick on yourself, man. Pray for these people and keep it pushing.